Welcome to another video of Excel Academy. In this video, we are going to be discussing and analyzing the June 2017 CS Executive Company Law question paper. This question paper was very easy and they have asked all the concepts which is there only in the textbook, that is the study material. They have not asked even one concept outside the study material. But the only catch is all the questions will test your application of mind. If you are a student who has studied the CS executive study material provided by ICSI, you can attempt all the 100 marks in this question paper. And in this video, we will be making into different parts because I will be analyzing the question and the answer for all the questions of this question paper. So it will be in multiple part videos which you can watch in our playlist. This question paper is only testing the simple concepts in company law. They have not asked anything out of the box. They have not asked anything which is very difficult. And they have also taken some concepts or the sentences, like for example, comment on the following, directly from the study material. So if you study the study material, you can answer really well. So I'm very excited for this. Now let us directly dive into analyzing the questions of the question paper along with the answers. So we are discussing company law CS executive question paper. In the introduction of this video, what did I tell you? I told you this question paper is very easy. They have not asked anything outside the study material. Everyone knows the answers for this particular question paper if you have just even done one reading of the CS executive company law study material. The only catch is every question is asking for your application of mind. So here, see here, first paper of 2017 company law. So we are discussing which paper? June 2017 CS executive company law. Let us directly go into the questions. So the first question, you can also see another video of us which is about how to read the question. So there half your battle is won. Comment on the following is the first question, which says a limited liability partnership can become a member in a company incorporated under the provisions of Companies Act 2013. So they are asking you to comment on this particular question. So the first question which should come to your mind, so let us try and analyze it. So I'll try and write down so that it is easy for you. So the first thing which you should know very clearly is, which chapter is this question? So first you should know which chapter is this question. Now some people will think this is from LLP chapter. Some people will think it is from membership chapter, which is in your study material. So first try and analyze that. The answer for this question is from both the chapters. They are trying to test you from chapter number 29, which is LLP, and chapter number 12, which is membership in your study material. Once you recognize what is the particular chapter, the next thing you should understand is you should give the answer for that comment, whether it is yes, no, true, false, etc. So in this, what was our question? That a limited liability partnership can become a member in a company incorporated under the Companies Act of 2013. So for this, first thing, what should you write in the paper? You should write, yes, it is possible. Why is it possible? Yeah, you have studied, right? There is one concept called sui juris. What is that concept? Do you remember? That means a person competent to contract can become a member in a company except the company itself. Except the company itself. So here, since LLP is not the company itself, obviously it can become a member. So there, see what is this question for? Totally they are asking for 5 marks. So you must try and divide your answer into at least 3 to 4 parts so that they'll be able to recognize and give you marks for that. So now we know that yes, it can become a member, and we are also telling the concept of sui juris, where except the company itself, anybody can become a member in that particular company. Now the next thing which you must answer over here is LLP is a incorporated body. LLP is a incorporated body. That we know how, because we have studied chapter number 29. In chapter number 29 we studied LLP is a incorporated body. So now we know LLP is incorporated body, and that we must write. And also, what is the other concept which they are trying to test in this question? They are trying to test, do you know, separate legal entity. So if you go to see, actually even first chapter is also connected in this question. So it is all about how you analyze the question. If you analyze it, you can easily understand. So obviously we are going to say that yes, can be a member. So when they ask the question, can it be a member, you should also answer in the same, which is yes, it can be. So this question is what? This question is what? Comment question. When you say comment, they are looking for your analysis. What analysis? Analysis of the provisions of the law. That is the section, or which is the case law, etc. They are trying to test whether you can analyze it. So here, when we say analysis, we have already done the basic part of the answer, that is yes, LLP can become a member. The concept of sui juris we have written. The concept of a separate legal entity we have written. Now we have to write something more, because it is 5 marks. You should be able to score at least 4 marks. For that, you can give some example. For instance, in this question, this structure, what structure? LLP becoming member of company is used for tax planning. So you can write, this structure is used for tax planning. This structure is used for tax planning. So that is part of your comment. So you are giving an analysis, you are giving something more there. Next, coming to what are they trying to test you in terms of the section numbers. You should know for this particular question, section number 2, subsection 55. Yes, so 255 is what? It is nothing but definition of a member. Definition of a member. Then in that definition, what do they talk about in that definition? If you remember, who can be a member? Subscriber. Subscriber to the memorandum can become a member. Then who else can become a member? Any person who agrees in writing. Any person who agrees in writing to become a member. So here we can say that LLP can agree to become a member in writing. Even LLP can obviously be a subscriber. So they are trying to test even the section 2 subsection 55 with you. Then going further, what else concept is there? This is 5 marks, so the answer should be really good. We can also mention section 11 of which act? Not our Companies Act, Indian Contract Act 1872. You would have all studied this in different subjects, whether it's BCom, LLB or CS Foundation, CA, CPT, etc. So in this section 11, what are the things which were discussed? First is, a person who can contract should be of age of majority. We know that very well. Then he should be of sound mind, that he should be able to understand the contract, and he should not be disqualified under any law. He should not be disqualified under any law. These are the things. So now our concept is what? LLP. This question is about LLP. So LLP, there is no concept of age of majority because it is a separate legal entity. That means it is a corporate personality. So LLP can qualify. So sound mind also no, and LLP is not disqualified. So if you say all this, even section 11 is fine. Now, since it is comment kind of question, you should also write something more detailed. For example, how can it become a member? Now you have written nicely what? Yes, it can become a member. But next thing is, how can it become a member? How can it? Yes, how it can become a member? So we know that already. One is, it can be a subscriber, correct, during incorporation of the company. So LLP can become. Then it can agree in writing. So again, which is this 2 subsection 55 connection? Agree in writing. How it will agree in writing? There again, if we go further, it can be allotment of shares, or alternatively it can even be share transfer. Somebody else can also transfer the shares to the LLP. So if you see this is just one question for 5 marks. We analyzed in such detail, right? First we should write yes or no, then what is the exception, then LLP can become, then what are the concepts which they are testing, what is the section which they are testing, is there any other act which is related to it? Yes, Indian Contract Act is related to this question. So I am not saying this is the only way to answer this particular question, but this is one method where you will definitely get 4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5 when we analyze this question in such a way and write this particular answer.